continuing to see the same here. 5 points
I
off
mean,
those
look at
session
this.
highs.
I got the MES open. It looks like an EKG monitor, like overnight.
Live instead of pulse.
Literally.
It sure does. What are those prices,
Literally.
Jack? Just out of curiosity, what do you got there? Just general upside and general.
Overnight, like
Mm,
69.85, and now we're like testing the lower side of it right now.
Yeah,
Is 69.72 or something.
our
So
level.
now we're sucking down to just below
Short two.
69.70 is the level I've been looking at. Short two.
Yep. We're gonna go
So move-
above. We're at break even right now. Not trying, wasn't trying to chase this. We closed below a support resistance level that I had here at 85 on the 3 minute.
What price
So
did what
looking
price
for
did you get, Mandy?
continuation down. Caught it kind of late, 261s. We're getting
Okay.
back up. I'm
Yeah.
holding my stop loss above my moving average. That would tell me we most likely would be rotating back up. That's up at 329s.
Okay.
So let's see if we can get a good push further down into these 30s. So I'm going to look for another support level here. Yeah.
It just print some new lows. Print some new lows, 253. 25,253, about 16 points off of that. ES also printed some session lows, a couple ticks, 69.72. MBT did see some selling. Still the case? Yeah. Very wiki right now. Will it hold? Will we get another push lower here? I got a number top of the hour in about 10 minutes. It's like, all right. NQ. It's flirting. It's flirting with another push lower. Feels like it wants to go.
It's flirting. It feels heavier.
It does.
So, and we had the momentum in it.
There you go. There you go.
Would have loved to get in it 85s, but
you still in, Mandy?
it was moving. Oh, definitely. Yeah. Targeting these 215s.
Good job. Saw some selling coming in there, hitting the bid. Well, even the ES ladder got very thin there. I don't know if that was ES or NQ that really started that selling, but both did push lower new lows. Session lows 69.69 in the ES, 25,235 new session lows, about a 170 point turnaround to the downside in the NQ.
We can't hold these 240s here in 30 seconds. It might be a quick out for me. 244s. I have multiple 15-minute touch point on at 244, meaning that is support resistant area. So yeah, and we're back up of it. Yeah. So it looks like I might cut this guy short because I did not like that we weren't holding it. Let's see, we're at break even. Let's see what we want to do here. Let's see what this next cancel does. So we can get more momentum back down.
Did you do some forensics there, Jack? How much selling did we really see? How much did we see there? We got it's about a 10 point smash there in the ES. Went from 69.79 to 69.
That was a 3,000 contracts traded in a second there that took us down 10 points. We've retraced all of it now. We're hanging out back where we were.
Yes, we are right back. Well, about halfway back, I should say. NQ still up. NQ about 40 points off the lows there. Saw a.
I'd be okay if we come touch these 300s. I'd just be coming back to the pressure lines of the EMA. And then rotate back down. So definitely trade's not invalidated at this point. Very curious to see what's going to happen here in the next couple minutes.
I got another push lower again. Saw some market orders hitting the bid. What does that mean? Aggressive selling coming in both the ES and the NQ. You heard Mandy say, feeling a little heavy. Slow and behold, we did print some new lows. We got 72% short now tilt in the ES. Average price, 69.75. Points in the money right now. Yes. Only about 5 points off the lows. NQ, about 30 points off the lows. Seeing a little downticking here in silver. Same story in gold. It's at 3,000 lot, Jack. What the NQ did.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be another round of selling here.
Here we go.
struggling to hold a bid. ES and NQ. How about the YM? Look at that wick. Look at that ES ladder. Very thin relative to what we're accustomed to. Look at about 20 on the bid, 20 on the ask. Buyer's going to jump in.
Buyer's going to try. Here's the 5 minute.
So far, we're looking at see money, take money type of.
Absolutely.
Just a couple market orders. Saw that pop right off the bell, and about 5 minutes ago, saw that smash down. The 40 point. All right, here come the buyers.
Still not invalidated. It would be invalidated if we hit these like 320s or off the 5 minute pressure. I mean, we're respecting my EMA, so I'm still fine to be in this.
Trade definitely still valid. And 72% short tilt in the ES. Nothing really cooking in NQ or crude. How's going to dig a stopped out on that crude trade? Struggle to hold a bid. Anything on the NQ ladder? Take a peek there. Very thin. Very thin on the NQ ladder. 2 or 3 on the bid, 2 or 3 on the ask.
Just about 5 minutes now until the 9 o'clock number. Housing.
Just like
U.S.
that.
existing home sales change.
Used to be a big one, Jack. Back in during the financial crisis, used to be a big one. That number was negative.
Wow.
It's 25,277.
This might just be a consolidation right now before we continue on a newer low. The fact that we're not rebounding up into these 300s yet has me still satisfied.
Not with any conviction.
Nope.
CFT in the chat. Hold on. Is beep 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 bear still strong?
Beep beep beep.
Beep beep. Who got the keys to the Jeep? All right, we're just stuck at 25,270.
I love my EMAs, you guys. Look at this. We are just respecting. Come tag my EMA, sell off. Tag the EMA, selling off.
Love it.
Until buyers decide they want to, come into control. That's why I use the EMA. It's been a pretty good read for me so far. This is a pretty long trade for me. We did have that sell off. I didn't trail it. I was looking for just a big push. I'm trying to decide when to trail. There's kind of a indecision on that right now. I'm trying to up my game and see, play around with trailing.
They want to know your EMA. They want to know your EMA settings, Mandy.
Oh, EMA settings. Yeah, 7 and 5. 7 MA, EMA's 5. I like the cross because it tells me when they cross without having to squint too hard onto the chart. I overlay it on the top of my candles, so I make sure it's at the forefront. That way the cross doesn't hide and the lines don't hide behind the candles. And we are in profit. I think I'm gonna put. Here we go. Let's go.
For some new lows, I believe we just did in the NQ 25,228. Yes, looking to do the same, about a point off. Number in about 3 minutes. Oh, stalling out. There's another.
Come on.
There's another.
All right, here's 69.50 SPX.
Okay.
There you go. I'm gonna lock this in at 40. We're gonna be up $79.
Ooh, heads up silver. Silver gold just puked a little bit there. And there goes ES, there goes NQ. Seeing some red. A dollar sell off there in silver. About
180.
Nice trade. Metals
Thank you.
did.
I'm glad I held into it. All those little fake outs there trying to break above EMA.
You had conviction, Mandy. I heard you. I mean, I don't want to say talking yourself into it, but you were sticking to your process. EMAs are hitting. This is valid. The trade's still valid. Nice hold there. You even said this is a long hold for me. You were trying. I liked it. I don't know if you I don't know if you recognize it. I don't know if you recognize it, but you were definitely basically saying, Mandy, this is to yourself, Mandy, this is a good trade. This is a valid trade. Let's see if there's another push. We saw Downside push
like
their
the out.
metals.
Great out.
More behind that sell off in the metals. 50.63 last trade in gold. We were just trading 50.80. Number in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Existing home sales.
Yeah, we'll wait for that to come across.
69. You said 69.70. That's PX, Jack. That's what we're seeing right now.
Yeah, right around there, like 69.69 or something like that. So we'll see, like, if we come back above it, but we have that number in less than 2 minutes.
Yep. Expected 4.15 million. Change negative 4.6. Definitely seeing the sell side pressure in the ES, NQ, silver, gold. Same story there. MBT even took a bit of a hit. What's going on in crude? It's pretty good selling. Yep, MBT right back to the low of the day. NQ closing in on 25,200. 60 seconds till the number.
Settlement.
Settle play. ES continuing to drive lower. Some selling. The market struggling to hold a bid in the mornings, Jack, right in that New York session. They give it a shot to the upside, just cannot find the follow through. 25,400 seems to continue to hold in the NQ. 77% short tilt in the ES. They're loving this push lower. Average price about 9 points in the money based on that average price that we're seeing at the bottom of top step X there with the tilt.
Oh, question in the
Number-
chat.
Number incoming.
Did I
Hold on,
use 9
number. You got number
EMA?
incoming here. Number incoming.
here we
We'll
go.
get right back to that. Expected.
Yeah.
Minus 4.6%. This is the sales change. Actual. Minus 8.4%. Expected minus 4.6. Actual minus 8.4. In terms of actual number, expected 4.15 million. Actual 3.9 million. Okay. Worse.
Interesting.
There. Yeah. All right, Mandy, you're talking. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, no. You stopped me, Dre. Thank you. They were asking, hey, weren't you on a 9 and 5? And I was on my EMA numbers, but I backtested. I have really good trading buddies who still use the 9 and 7. They were 9 and 7. I played around with it. I just liked how the 7 and 5 was reading, and they'll sometimes like play with their numbers and decide, some days they like it, some days they don't. They were just taught and trained and have been using the 9 and 7, so I think it's difficult for them to want to change from that, but that's their process, right? Like, they know 9 and 7 really well. Me, I feel really good with 7 and 5. You make it your own process. You make it your own style. You find what works for you. You can get some ideas. You can decide you want to use these EMAs, MAs. But I challenge you guys, if you are using these, like, don't just throw 7 and 5 because I have 7 and 5 on there. I want you to look at the charts, see what happens when you change those numbers, see how it works and reads for you, and make that decision after doing some back testing. It was a lot of back testing for me to come to the 7 and 5.
I did see buyers. All right, they're pumping this higher. Did you see that, Jack?
Yes, they took us back up to the level we've been talking about here.
Yeah.
Hold above it.
Buyers are going to try to turn this thing around. 10-point pop, 11-point pop in ES. 70-point pop there in the NQ. NQ back up to 25,250. Oh. 500 lot upside in the
a lot.
Yeah.
We were saying the same thing.
Higher.
That's cute.
Wow. It's almost like we've done this, Jack. Simpatico. Yeah, it's level 2 data. Easy on that top step X. All those big orders. Yeah. 500 on the offer, about 6 points higher in the ES. Anything on the NQ? ES ladder much thinner than accustomed to. NQ very, very thin.
3 minute on NQ respected that 200. I got a 15-minute support at 197. We held that on the 3 minute really nicely. Just now coming and testing the EMA, we didn't break above it. Not to say buyers won't step in here, but hands off.
Are we convinced? Yes. 77% short tilt. Yes. I know buyers. Yeah. Are you convinced there's another push higher here? I mean, there's bounces. I'm going to try and give it a shot. Closing on overnight view up in the ES, 5 points away from it. And Q still has some work to go, about 70 points from overnight view up. Uh-oh. If you're long, these pops stall out on you.
Yeah.
There you go. Nice turnaround in gold, right back up to 50.75. Now 76 is print.
Question is, are these pops great, cheap shorts?
I like where your head's at.
So far,
Why do you ask that? Why do you ask that question? What have you seen that led you to ask that?
We're respecting my moving average really nicely. Rejected right off of it, my yellow line. If you look at the 5 minute, just came back and touched the EMA. Rejected it. It's like, how many times do I want to go to the well, right? Like, that's the question. How greedy do I want to be?
Yeah, I mean, is it greedy? If you get the setup, Manny, the setup is the setup.
I know, it's the setup. That's what I'm asking. Like, can I double dip that quickly? You can, and it would have paid by now. Dang it! But I'm trying not to overtrade. That's my goal.
All right.
This year.
Don't overthink too, because what you're seeing what you're seeing.
That's true. It's a fine balance. You see the setup, you take it.
It's easy for me to say. I'm just I'm the loudmouth doing not pulling trigger here. So I'm just Mandy, 100%.
It's great questions though. This is a great question. It's gonna make me a better trader thinking about these questions and answering them and talking out loud.
Jack, what do you got?
Again.
Yeah, 69, 67 last trade ES.
69.40. There's some positive gamma. I'm kind of.
Yep.
This is interesting.
MBT. It's like just stalls right here.
Argument be made to buy here.
MBT seeing some selling. New session lows just printed 67,310. Man, these longs. All right. Pop there. Looking at the equities again. MBT selling off just a bit. All right, buyer's going to give it another shot. ES and Q. Chart's looking very similar right now. I can change in a moment's notice. Anything pretty quiet on the wire right now?
Back in, Mandy?
No.
Talking herself.
This 3 minutes too choppy for me. Too tight. 5 minute looks better, but at this time of day, 3 minute is usually my go-to.
Okay.
Just because of the volatility.
I had to read the Chiron down there. It says like and subscribe. Top Step TV, 100%. 4,000 people watching all across the globe. Hey, catch my drift. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your enemies. Just get tuned in. Might have a little something come your way. Click subscribe, like, notify.
I appreciate and love Dakota's slow markets, but he gets like 700 likes every night. Like, this is weak sauce. Fast markets. Come on, like,
tell him, Mandy.
You guys like and subscribe. Top Step just provides you so much information real-time news, uh, chart analysis, education. You can't beat that. It's free. This is why I'm with TopStep. Love
Thanks,
them.
Mandy.
They've made me a better trader, all because I've been tuning in TopStep TV. So let's get those likes up.
Wow. Clip
You gotta
that.
beat 700
Clip that.
minimally.
Yes. Also, a celebration is in order. A celebration is in order. We approach 203,000 subscribers. Got some more sound coming in here.
Back to the well. My goodness.
It's got me thinking. The question is rolling through my head right now. What is Delta? What is Delta? And I've graced this guy with, I'm going to beat this joke in the ground, the Delta Don, the OG, the voice from above, Mr. Hoagland. Hoag, come on in here. Good to see you shaking his head. What's up, Hoag? You are lower right. What's going on, man? Let's break this thing down. Feeling heavy, pushing new lows, ES and NQ. What up, Hoag?
Good morning. Good morning, Mandy. Good morning, Jack. Good morning, Andre. Good morning, everybody. I was here the day the NASDAQ turned Mandy into a swing trader. That was a long trade you just took there. Great confidence in that as well. Great confidence in that as well, right?
Hey, thank you.
All right. Well, as we were kind of looking at on the opening call, this is the NASDAQ 30-minute chart. We had some overnight inventory that was maybe just a little bit long, but maybe some of this break to the downside has been started by some of those weaker hands longs. And we were kind of looking at value high as kind of an important level here this morning. 25.31, 331, 340, and that area up there. And when the market couldn't hold up there, where did it trade right to? Value area low from yesterday. 25.179. So the market is kind of seeking out and looking for short time frame levels with which to provide opportunities. Short time frame levels, yesterday's value area high and low. You think the longer time frame are looking at those? Probably not. But the shorter time frame traders are checking those levels out. So we've taken a look, we've re-entered and accepted value from yesterday. If we continue the push to the downside, rejecting value from yesterday, we could see this market continue to roll lower, but I'm not really expecting that. We got CPI coming out tomorrow. CPI is going to be a big number. We just had a big one yesterday and we had a big range, but we didn't really do that much. We didn't really move very far. So the perception of value hasn't changed all that much for the Nasdaq, nor has it for the S&Ps, which is a very similar situation. Yesterday's big range initial balance was the entire range for the entire session. Where did we trade down to yesterday? The 200 session moving average. Where did we just trade down to right now? The 200 session moving average. Basically back to settlement, which, to be precise, settlement is 69.6050. So, we've reaccepted inside of value. We have not traded all the way down to value low from yesterday, which is 69.53 and a quarter, approximately. Nothing is precise in trading. So again, same thing. We haven't really changed much. The perception of value hasn't changed much. Even with the important economic information we had yesterday, not much changed. This was the settlement price from the day before yesterday. That was 69.6150. This was settlement yesterday. 69.60 and a half. Very close to each other. Very different. Very, very, very even look there. The market has not changed its perception of value very much. And again, I think we're in short time frame control because we are targeting short time frame levels. As far as gold is concerned, we did take an opening range trade in gold. We took a loss on that. But, just kind of as expected, gold has been very cold for the opening range trades. There's been almost, no real good opportunities. The opening range was neither the high nor the low. So I think we ended up long. We're still in this whole big overnight kerfuffleation, going from low to high, high to low, low to high, high to low, low to high. So this market is very range bound. Some would say it's choppy, but there's a really decent range there. And if you can fade the extremes of the range, you can kind of print money all day long. It was pretty easy to get chopped up, especially when we broke below the initial balance low. It chopped around there quite a bit. This is a 30-minute chart. We're not getting much of that detail, but we are inside value. And we may remain inside value for the rest of the day because of the CPI numbers coming out tomorrow. So again, very similar situation. Very little change to the perception of value of gold right now crude oil, we were looking at a long, and I liked this long. Unfortunately, it didn't play out because we were looking at a lot of confluence at 64.20, the afternoon pullback low. The 200 session simple moving average, the trend line. This is off a longer time frame trend line. This is off the daily, which there were 4 or 5 points of contact we broke out of yesterday. We did see some long liquidation up against the weekly kickoff high, and I was hoping maybe we would hold this trend line, especially with the confluence that we had again in the 200 session simple moving average and the afternoon pullback low. Kind of an obscure level, but sometimes they do work very nicely. And the market has continued to push lower, still inside the initial balance. So no real big moves here just yet in crude oil. It's a very, very headline-driven market, and I think it's going to remain to be a headline-driven market. It's waiting for more information. And unfortunately, our opening range trade didn't do what we were thinking it might do. Didn't happen. So we managed the risk. On to the next opportunity. That's my story, Andre, and I'm sticking to it. There's 525 on the offer here, up at 69, 69, 75.
Hogue, my man. Yes, there is.
Yes.
Hogue, absolutely feeling it. We got some buyers stepping in gold now. They're popping gold. And was it filled? Filled. 600. Comes the buy. Here comes some buyers.
All right, buyers. What are we doing here?
Oh, fantastic stuff, Hogue.
Little delta update. Negative 3,000 in the S&P is negative 2,500 in the NASDAQ. Coming off these lows here.
Interesting. Yeah, the 500 lot was filled. 69, 69 in the orders. Well, on the offer. I agree. Mike in the chat says, Hogue has spoken. Now I can trade. Agree. Let's get after it.
Beautiful.
Absolutely.
479 on the offer in the S&P is 69.78.
A man, Hogue. Let's go. About 8 points higher right now. 6 points higher. So we want to go get that filled. That pretty much a couple points above overnight view up. New 5-minute did just open.
Man.
It's a big one here.
We had a cross of the EMA MA on my 3 minutes. 5 is attempting to cross, but it can uncross here. That's kind of where we're seeing some hesitation right now. So I don't always enter like right on the cross. I kind of check a couple different time frames. So yeah, longs aren't in play yet. I would say a close above 38s or so would be good for longs.
And see,
I don't think we're dipping back into the well yet. Again,
2 for 2. 2 for
this
2.
well.
This well. Okay.
We're gonna go to a different well now, the long well.
Okay, looking for longs now. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, buyers did step on it a little bit. See if this can hold. Another push higher. 25,233 last trade. Yes, about 60 points off the lows. And hold bid. Hold bid right now. MBT catch a bid.
Peeling off a lot of that delta.
What's that?
And we're just peeling off a lot of it. We peeled off about 500 of the negative delta. It's down around 2,500 negative now from 300 in the last couple of minutes.
3,000. Another push higher. Another push higher here in gold. About $30. I don't call it rallies anymore, but it is rallying here. All right, no, we're buying coming in. ES and NQ. MBT, same story.
People liking the stocks. Okay.
Inside day.
Going with the VWAP overnight.
Settlement held. Nice job, Peter Pan.
Yep.
72%. Still 72% short tilt in the ES. Average price 69.68. Taking a little bit of heat right now. On the hour, get those initial balance, high initial balance, low prices, ES and NQ. Simply just the highest and lowest price traded in the first hour of the New York session. Question in the chat. Let's just say it's getting smoky in here. It's getting a little smoky. We'll continue to do so. There you go. Q. Wow, Mandy. Mandy. Wow. All you, man, oh man. Tell your friends. Tell your friends to be here. We hold the bid.
I mean, I did take some acting classes back in elementary school, so.
Did you?
Oh,
yeah.
I like to hear that.
elementary school.
Sure haven't seen that in you guys are wild in the chat. You know, the internet's forever, chat. This stuff can follow you. You guys are wild. Some of the stuff you guys say. Oh, what are you doing? What if it catches up to you? You have to explain yourself. That would be, I mean, that'd be hilarious for us, but I mean, not you. Yeah, just the internet's forever. Come on. 69.70 last trade. I mean, ES, 10 points off the lows.
I'm intrigued. Do we uncross on this 5 minute on EMA MA? Could. Yep, it just did. But now it crossed again. So it's kind of in this like decision zone. That's why I like candle posts. It takes a long time, but that's the confirmation for me because we can totally uncross in 43 seconds.
43 seconds. Yep. New 5 minute will open. Buyers. More gas behind that. Oh, there's a little sell off there in the Dow. Ranges are tightening up. Volatility is peeling back a little bit. Are we still in the 17s for VIX? Feels like we should be.
At the VIX right now at 1746.
Okay. Man, last week was in the 22, 23s. Jet,
We're not going anywhere. This has been a wild friggin' market, man, for not going anywhere.
Right? Chat, do you prefer this market state, or do you prefer the VIX at 17 or VIX at 23? What's the VIX? That's your volatility index. And I know Jack's gonna not like this way I define it. VIX goes up, I guess volatility goes up, but there's more behind that. We like the VIX in the high 20s. We like the VIX in the high 20s.
They're both the same. The VIX is just a measure of volatility, specifically on S&P 500 options, like 25 to 30 days out.
It's amazing.
You can think about it as the cost of protection.
See, some call it the fear index, but things really get skewed when VIX goes up and equities go up. And you really got
it's like insurance. Think about it like when the VIX is high, it's like trying to buy home insurance when your house is on fire. They're going to charge you a bunch.
Good way of putting it.
COVID. What was the VIX?
I should have thought of that before.
Yeah.
I think VIX during COVID was in the 80s, maybe 90s. Markets were rocking.
We got up to like
markets
we
were
got up to like 80 something.
Rocking.
Got a little higher during the Lehman collapse. I think we got to like 119 or something.
Oh yeah.
I don't have the data going back, but I have heard that the VIX was like 160 or 180 on Black Monday. Something crazy like that, Hogue.
Yeah.
Or what it would have been.
180?
Yeah.
I mean, the market dropped 20% in one day.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
We have gold or silver sold off 30% one day. Are people are people still trading precious metals as much this week as we've seen with the tightening of the ranges? Volatility peeling back a little bit. Even NQ relatively.
Okay. I have a new setup. 3 minute candle close below 197 for a short, or a close above 244s for longs.
Type 244 long.
Yep.
244
You can
long
actually
and short.
see the gray